Have a great mood, sunny day. I wish you health and good mood, all the blessings and pleasures of life, prosperity and home comfort, love and human happiness. Hello, dear viewers. You are on the Moodsmith channel. On July 14, 2024, a national holiday takes place, Summer Kuzminki, and the Church Day of Remembrance of Saints Untrebeland, Cosmas and Damian. In this video you will learn what you should not do on this day, folk signs, holidays on July 14, what you can do, traditions and beliefs, rites, rituals, customs, prohibitions, how to behave correctly to attract good luck. On July 14, the Orthodox Church remembers Bystrebrennikov, Cosmas and Damian, who were from Asia Minor. The brothers were skilled doctors. They received a gracious gift from the Lord to heal physical and mental illnesses with the power of prayer. They converted many people to Christ. The Roman Emperor Karen tried to force Cosmas and Damian to sacrifice to the pagan gods, but suddenly became very ill and was forced to turn to their help. The saints healed him, after which they were released with honors. The brothers learned healing from an old doctor, who over time became jealous of their fame. Driven by this passion to the point of frenzy, in 284, under the pretext of collecting medicinal herbs, he called the saints to the mountains and killed them there, and threw their bodies into the river. The brothers had an agreement never to take payment, for which they were nicknamed the Untrebleless. But one day, a woman healed by Damian, wanting to thank him, in the name of the Holy Trinity, begged him to accept 3 eggs as a gift. Damian could not refuse her and accepted the gift. When Cosma found out about this, he bequeathed that after his death he should be buried separately from his brother. When the brothers' bodies were found, people were confused, not knowing how to bury them, together or apart. But then a miracle happened. Once healed by skilled doctors, a camel appeared to the people and said in a human voice that the brothers should be placed next to each other, because Damian accepted the gift not out of selfishness, but out of mercy. The holy brothers Cosmas and Damian are the patrons of marriage, poultry and blacksmithing. Folk traditions of this day. The national holiday is called Summer Kuzminki for 2 reasons. Firstly, there are also Autumn Kuzminki, which are celebrated on November 14. Secondly, the Orthodox Church honors the memory of the exterminationless martyrs Cosma and Damian, whose names in the Russian tradition were changed to Kuzma and Damian. The saints lived in the 3rd and 4th centuries and are considered healers and miracle workers. In addition, they are revered as the patrons of livestock and chickens. They also pray to the saints for the gift of knowledge, abilities, and comprehension of science. Blacksmiths consider Kuzma and Damian, who are also called by the same name Kuzma-Damian, to be their patrons. In addition to all of the above, Cosma and Damian are the patrons of weddings of a strong family. This idea, according to researchers, is due to the fact that the symbols of blacksmiths are a hammer and an anvil, forging a wedding. According to ancient beliefs, Kuzma and Damian go down to earth to help peasants fix broken scythes and other items that help with scythe farming, growing and harvesting crops. You need to get up for haymaking as early as possible in the morning. According to legend, such a worker will have a lot of hay. It is interesting that according to the same signs associated with epics, you can dig the ground, plow, and also weed the beds. According to the legend, the holy blacksmiths caught a snake that was harming people, harnessed it to a harness and with its help dug up the earth from sea to sea. From this day on, they begin to pick berries in the forest and in the garden, for example, raspberries, blackberries, gooseberries, currants and others, which are already ripe by this time. The berries are used to make compotes, preserves and other preparations for summer, autumn and winter. The jam made on this day has a special aroma and taste. Some beliefs are closely related to raspberries. Before picking berries, raspberry bushes need to be tied with a red ribbon to protect them from evil spirits. A person possessed by demons must eat a handful of raspberries every day for a month. The raspberry jam made today cannot be given to other people, so that the husband does not have a mistress. The walking spouse should be given 5 raspberries, picked before noon. In the evening, a table was assembled at the forge, guests were called, and a porridge was prepared, to which they added various products that the guests brought. They organized a feast with songs, dances, and discussions. Girls attracted attention from guys who liked them this way. You need to pick off a thorny lace branch, lightly snag or sting the guy. It is believed that he will soon pay attention and become inflamed with feelings. The best colors for festive clothing on this day are red and white. It is not necessary that all clothes be in these colors, just one piece of the desired color is enough. On this day, in order to change your life, achieve success and become happier, say I thank you Almighty for all the good things that I have. Divine love overwhelms me, so I attract good luck and happy events into my life. Write this phrase in the comment to increase the effect. The main prohibitions of this day. Our ancestors always followed a superstition that said that women should not work on July 14th, the day of Cosmas and Damian, otherwise they would have to work even more in the future. Therefore, today the fair sex needs to have fun and relax in a friendly female company, and shift household chores to household members. In Rus, on July 14th, women were only allowed to prepare raspberry jam, since it was on the day of Cosmas and Damian that it turned out not only very tasty, but also healing. Spending is prohibited today, not only monetary, but also any other. On this day it is better to show frugality, then in the future both money and well-being will increase. On July 14th, you should not feel envy, and although white envy can be an excellent motive for achieving success, both in your career and in your personal life, it is still better to get rid of it today. On the day of Cosmas and Damian, it is better to sincerely rejoice at the achievements of others. Blacksmiths should not work on July 14th. According to legend, their work today can provoke a strong hail that will destroy all the seedlings. You can't eat raspberries for pleasure on Cosmas and Damian's day. Today it is eaten only for medicinal purposes, after tying the bushes with a red ribbon. In this form, it will be able to protect against the tricks of evil spirits. Our ancestors believed that if a person possessed by demons ate a handful of raspberries every day for a month, he would soon get rid of the influence of evil spirits. A child born on July 14th to a new father should not be washed with wine with friends, otherwise the baby will develop a craving for alcohol in the future, which will be very difficult to get rid of. According to signs, it is not recommended to give raspberry jam prepared on July 14th to anyone else. It must be kept in the house, otherwise the husband will have a mistress. But you can get rid of an existing rival if you give your loved one 5 raspberries, picked before noon. Before picking berries, you must wash yourself with holy water. On July 14th, there are some folk signs that tell you what will happen to the weather in the very near future, or in the longer term. At night the stars twinkle, and in the morning clouds appeared leading to a strong thunderstorm. Yellow leaves appeared in early autumn. In warm weather, the wind suddenly changes direction towards rain. The wind has picked up and will bring precipitation. West wind for wet weather. The color of clothes affects well-being, mood, and even success. For July 14th, the favorable colors are red and white. Lucky numbers 12, 22, 24, 85, 90. Favorable hours from 6:00 to 11:00. Who's lucky today? Taurus, Scorpio, and Sagittarius. Sunday passes under the protection of the sun. He is filled with energy, creativity, great ideas, and excitement. On this day, every person comes to the highest point of a positive state. Feels the strength for big changes and serious achievements. On Sunday, almost all dreams have a positive interpretation and focus on a person's life circumstances. If you are happy, the dream indicates that this state will last for a long time, and if you are suffering and anxious, it foreshadows the end of a difficult period. The dreams that a person sees on Sunday do not need careful and detailed interpretation. A general interpretation is sufficient for them. In some cases, individual work is necessary when the dream is interpreted in accordance with the person's life conditions. In such dreams, brilliant ideas often come. Being at rest, being immersed in oneself, a person sees dreams that help solve complex creative problems, overcoming crises. Some people find in such dreams support for further activities. Some dreams contain warnings, but do not be afraid of them. These images suggest what needs to be avoided in order to maintain happiness and prolong the period of well-being. As a rule, such dreams are easily interpreted and do not leave a painful feeling. Also, dreams at the end of the week promise the fulfillment of desires. If dreams surrounded a person for a long time and he strived to fulfill them, soon the efforts will be rewarded. In this case, the dream shows that the person did the right thing and deserves a reward. If you have a scary dream on July 14th, this may be a sign of difficulties and problems whose roots go deep into the subconscious. Perhaps this is evidence of an internal conflict that exists, but which you may not be aware of, on a waking level. Such a dream is an invitation to introspection and an attempt to resolve this conflict in order to achieve inner harmony and peace. The zodiac sign of those born on July 14th is Cancer. These are active, erudite representatives of the water element, confident in their own capabilities. They rationally approach solving any issues. Such people can always find the most effective ways to solve difficult problems. Many of them achieve their intended results at almost any cost. Sometimes they can overstep their own moral principles, going over their heads in order to achieve their cherished goal. July crayfish are charming, eloquent, and ambitious. Thanks to their flexibility and erudition, they easily resolve conflict situations and emerge victorious from discussions. Women and men born on this day truly love this life and infect those around them with positive energy. They have a wide social circle and are enviably popular with members of the opposite sex. These people know how to listen to others, they know when to give wise advice, they set people in the right mood and positive thinking. Those around them really admire their achievements, listen to their opinions and take into account their interests. Cancers born on July 14th have a high chance of family happiness with Virgo, Scorpio, Taurus, Pisces, and representatives of their zodiac sign. It is difficult for them to reach mutual understanding with Capricorns, Leos, and Aquarius. According to legend, those born on this day are given the ability to heal others, support, and encourage them in life's hardships. Serpentine is suitable for them as a talisman, which, although not a precious stone, is widely used in the manufacture of amulets and talismans. The mineral is believed to help with headaches, help lower blood pressure and promote rapid healing of wounds. And that's all I have for today. And you, dear viewers, I would like to thank you for your attention and wish you a great mood, peace, happiness and prosperity.